First News is your local election headquarters, and the race to replace current Ohio U.S. Senator Rob Portman is a close one. Portman announced his retirement last year, and today First News reporter Desiree Gosselin talked with both candidates in the running for the seat. She joins us live in studio with their answers on some big topics. Desiree.
So I talked to both candidates about a series of questions, and they ranged from inflation to the January 6th hearings. But I started with what each candidate thinks is the biggest issue affecting the Valley and how they would fix it. Here's what they had to say.
We've become a dependent country on China, and not just the Chinese, but other countries as well. We don't make enough of our stuff here. If they want to rely on slave labor instead of good middle class Ohio workers, we have to be willing to punish them.
The inflation is killing people. It's real, and I know it's pounding, working class people. I think we need a tax cut. I think we need a straight working class tax cut that's going to put money into people's pockets and allow them to kind of ride out this storm.
When it comes to gas prices, both say the gas tax holiday is a good idea in theory, but doesn't go far enough.
Gas tax holiday, well, it's okay. It's not enough of what people need.
It doesn't really fix the underlying problem, which is that we've made it very hard to produce American energy.
Next question, the January 6th Capitol insurrection hearing. JD Vance is endorsed by former President Trump. Tim Ryan was in his office across from the Capitol during the attack.
To whitewash a bunch of Capitol police officers getting beat up, and then later with the trauma committing suicide and all of these things, I think it's wrong. Justice needs to be served, and nobody's above the law. And if you're beating up cops, you should pay the price.
I think most people recognize, of course, January 6th was not a good day in our country's history, but it was a year and a half ago. I think that it doesn't affect much of our politics today.
Next, do candidates support a term limit? Poll data suggests 82% of Americans support term limits for Congress.
Voters should be allowed to vote for who they want, and there should be very few restrictions on that.
I definitely support term limits. I'm actually a signer of the term limits pledge, and I think that one of the things that happens in government is people get in there and it turns into a career instead of an act of public service.
Now, for time, I wasn't able to get to all of the questions that I asked Tim Ryan and JD Vance and to give you their answers, but we have more of their responses on abortion, the proposed gun control legislation, and why they feel they're the best man for the job up on our website. Reporting live in the studio, Desiree Gosselin, WKBN 27 First News.